Krista Halderson remains a missing person, and we continue to ask for citizen involvement to help us find Krista and bring her back home to her family.
Right now at 5, a missing persons case that is now a homicide investigation in Dane County. A father dead, a son in jail, the wife still missing. We'll take it into court and also live to Windsor with the very latest.
And smaller platforms, but still rapid buses. Why the city is trying to ease the concerns of downtown Madison business owners.
Plus, a simple message from police will tell you where and how they're trying to stop car thefts and break-ins.
This is News 3 Now at 5.
At this point, we have an extremely complex investigation. We have a defendant who had 6 days, essentially, to hide evidence of this crime and lied to police in the course of this missing persons investigation, which he instigated.
The son of a missing Windsor couple is being held tonight on a $10,000 cash bond. Prosecutors, though, argued in court today for Chandler Halderson's bond to be set as high as $1 million, despite not formally filing charges against him. The deputy DA expects to do that by Thursday. He said in court that Halderson's father, 50-year-old Bart Halderson, was found dismembered in the town of Cottage Grove last week. The medical examiner says he had been shot to death. Now, Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett says his team is still working that Cottage Grove crime scene as well as searching the Halderson's home, but he is not commenting much on Bart's homicide. Barrett says their focus right now is on finding Halderson's wife, Krista.
Our Jamie Perez heard from Sheriff Barrett this afternoon and joins us from Windsor with the very latest. Jamie?
All right, well, investigators really call this a complex investigation, considering the fact that whoever was responsible for this had so much time to hide the evidence. Now, really, their main focus right now is finding Krista Halderson. Now, her husband, Bart Halderson's body was found in a rural part of Cottage Grove on the 8th after their son, Chandler, reported them missing on the 2nd. Right now, the Halderson's home is being searched for anything that could help in this investigation. The sheriff wanted to note that this investigation is complex and doesn't want anything to compromise their efforts of finding Krista.
Rumors going around on social media as well as other media outlets, and I want to ensure that if the information does not come from this podium or from the Dane County Sheriff's Office, that it is not considered true.
They are asking to continue to ask for your help if you have any information on Krista. She is 5'3" with red hair and blue eyes. She was again last seen on Thursday, July 1st. And tips can be left for the Dane County Sheriff's Office on their tip line. That is 608-284-6900. And callers can remain anonymous.
Our Jamie Perez reporting live tonight in Windsor. Jamie, thank you.
And as we learn more about this developing story, be sure to stay with News 3 Now on air and online, or download our free Channel 3000 News app to stay connected on the go.
More chances for showers tonight after a cloudy Monday. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Dana Fulton is on the weather patio. Dana?
Right now it's still just a little cloudy outside, but we have had some showers passing through today. Here's a live look over Madison. Again, overall cloud coverage, but the patio right now is wet, and I did have to use the windshield wiper blades on the way into work, so we've seen a few showers pass through for us over the last several hours. We're close to 70 right now in Madison, so still just a little cool. This time of year we should see highs in the low 80s. 73 in Janesville right now, 68 in Mineral Point. Now, our radar not really showing any rain coming down for most of southern Wisconsin. A lot of the steadier rainfall and thunderstorms have stayed further south in northern Illinois, but we still might see a slight chance for a shower tonight and another slight chance tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow in the low 80s. The better opportunity for showers and thunderstorms really builds in for Wednesday. In fact, we do have an alert day in the forecast now for Wednesday, mainly in the afternoon and evening, but we'll take a closer look at why and the timing of some of this rain in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. It's not the speed, but the size. That's the concern over bus rapid transit coming to downtown Madison. The mayor wants to see it in place in 3 years, but today she said the city agreed to new plans for smaller bus stops, specifically along State Street. And that's where Naomi Coles joins us to explain why this matters for businesses. Naomi?
Businesses here on State Street were very concerned about the older concepts. It would have been a lot larger than the bus stops that are being blocked. You can't see it right now, but right behind that bus there, they would have been a lot larger, and businesses said they would block storefronts. Now, under the new design, the platforms will be smaller with smaller shelter sizes as well, about the same size as those that already exist. Plus, they'll be transparent so you can still see the storefronts through them. Bus Rapid Transit, or BRT, has been in development for years in Madison. It's going to replace the current transit system with larger, high-frequency buses that stop less often and have dedicated lanes.
I believe that we can and in fact must, accommodate the legitimate concerns raised by business owners and at the same time reap the benefits of a rapid transit system for our residents, our economy, and our transportation system.
The plan is going to use $80 million in federal funding under the president's transportation budget. It's going to connect Westtown, Hilldale, the Capital East District, and East Town. Now, there's also going to be fewer bus stops here on State Street under this new plan. The plan replaces a 10 here right now with just 2, since the route is only going to use the top 3 blocks of the State Street.
Naomi, thank you. COVID vaccines aren't just for people. Some animals at the Henry Vila Zoo are about to get their shots. Animals susceptible to COVID are expected to be given a vaccine authorized by the USDA later this month. The zoo's deputy director says they were contacted this summer about the opportunity to join more than 40 other zoos around the world in this effort.
A great proactive measure to make sure that these animals that are susceptible to COVID-19 could potentially receive this experimental vaccine.
None of the animals at the Henry Vila Zoo or the Milwaukee County Zoo have tested positive, but some of the big cats at the Bronx Zoo in New York got sick last year. The CDC says they probably were exposed to COVID by a caretaker.
Now, when it comes to people in Wisconsin, vaccinations are really slowing down. 48% of the state's population has finished its vaccination series. Dane County still well ahead of the statewide pace. 2/3 of people fully vaccinated. Nearly 70% have had at least one shot. And if you already had 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine, you actually may not be fully vaccinated. Pfizer meeting with top U.S. health officials today to talk about their request for authorization for a 3rd dose of its shot. President Biden's top medical advisors have said it's likely that booster shots will be needed. Pfizer says the 3rd vaccination would be needed within 12 months of that 2nd dose.
New tonight, a 25-year-old man is in custody after allegedly beating a man and leaving him unconscious near the Capitol over the weekend. It all happened in the 200 block of State Street just before 2 a.m. on Sunday. Excuse me. Police say the suspect ran off but was later stopped by officers. The 29-year-old victim was taken to the hospital.
Madison police say the city's west side is becoming a hotbed for car break-ins. The West District now focusing on cracking down on property crimes this summer. The intersection of Maple Grove Drive and McKee Road, that's Highway PD, is becoming a focal point right now for Madison PD, and that's where Brad Hamilton was today, speaking with a neighborhood hit hard by those car thefts.
If you take a walk down this west side street, you're going to see car after car parked out on the pavement just like this. That's why folks here say they believe they've been targeted by break-ins. Now they're hoping this extra security brings peace of mind back to their neighborhood. MPD says that from June 24th to July 7th, 12 reports of property damage took place near the intersection of Maple Grove Drive and McKee Road. The majority of those crimes were car break-ins, and while a dozen reports in 2 weeks may come as a surprise to some, it's nothing new for neighbor Carissa Ferguson, who says her own truck was stolen out of her driveway in 2017.
This impacts people's lives when these things are done, and it takes forever. This isn't solved overnight, and it is definitely taking over this neighborhood.
MPD also wanted to make mention that if you or one of your neighbors gets their car broken into, to please report it to them immediately. Reporting here in Madison, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
We're seeing new video tonight from the condo collapse down in Surfside, California. Crews could be seen last night pulling cars out of the rubble. More than 14 million pounds of debris have been moved since the building partially collapsed now nearly 3 weeks ago. And while 94 deaths have been confirmed, going forward, Surfside's mayor says security at the collapse site will be a bit tighter.
I think that's the right thing to do because it's obvious that this has become much more than a collapsed building site. It is a holy site.
Miami-Dade County's mayor says 22 people remain unaccounted for. Local leaders say they hope to finish the recovery effort in the next 2 weeks.
Hundreds of shootings across the country left at least 125 people dead over the weekend. Now President Biden is looking for solutions to stop the gun violence. According to the Gun Violence Archive, more than 360 shootings happened between Friday night and this morning. Among them was a shooting in New York City claiming the life of a 13-year-old boy. The president says this isn't an easy problem to solve.
Well, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. We know there are some things that work, and the first of those that works is stemming the flow of firearms used to commit violent crimes.
President Biden has called on Congress to pass gun violence legislation. In March, the House passed a bill requiring background checks for private gun transfers, but the Senate hasn't taken it up. America's top general in Afghanistan is stepping down. In a ceremony in Kabul today, General Austin Scott Miller officially handed over his command to General Kenneth McKenzie. He is the leader of the U.S. Central Command. It is a key milestone in the U.S. military withdrawal from Afghanistan. Miller was the longest-serving U.S. commander in the 20-year war.
Vice President Kamala Harris says Texas Democrats trying to block GOP efforts to pass a restrictive voting law are standing up for all Americans.
I will say that they are leaders who are marching in the path that so many others before did when they fought and many died for our right to vote.
So the majority of the state's House Democrats are leaving Texas tonight and flying to Washington, D.C. on 2 chartered jets. Texas State House cannot pass any new legislation without the Democrats being physically present. Are you going to see more food carts around Madison this summer?
Next at 5, how a new grant will help the city and its food cart owners. And there's more ahead tonight on News 3 Now at 6. An elderly Wisconsin woman is attacked by a Walmart employee. We'll hear her message to the community at 6.
And a record day on Wall Street. All 3 markets hit all-time highs, with the Dow closing just below the 35,000 mark. We'll be right back.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to, have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save. Get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Double hungs are always fun, and then there's sliders too. But a bay window from Scott the Window Guy will really broaden your view.
Papa, it's you.
Broaden your view with a bay or bow window from scottthewindowguy.com.
With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin? If you can help heal your skin from within. With Dupixent, adults saw long-lasting, clearer skin and significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. Talk to your doctor about Dupixent.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Tuesday on News 3 Now this morning, we're taking a tour of the Milton House down in Rock County.
And Chris Reese is watching a few rain chances for the week in your certified most accurate forecast. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
Another person is dead after a crash along East Washington. This is the second deadly crash on the corridor in a week.
People are still dying on East Washington Avenue. So I'm asking, what isn't being done?
Naomi Coles gets answers. Wednesday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
It was a big weekend for the box office. AMC says 3.2 million people around the world went to its theaters over the weekend. That's the most since the start of the pandemic. Meanwhile, Marvel's Black Widow had the biggest opening weekend of any movie since late 2019. It scored $80 million in the U.S. Next tonight, some of Madison's most popular food trucks will soon be coming to a park near you. It's part of the city's new Carts in Parks program.
Our Christina Laurie explains how it works and how it will help more than just businesses in need.
During the pandemic, street vending coordinator Megan Blakehorst noticed more people were spending time in their neighborhood parks. She also noticed more food cart vendors were looking for customers. The new Carts in Parks program combines the two, giving some of the city's smallest businesses a better chance to make money and a difference.
What better way to meet them where they're at than to bring food carts to the parks?
Appropriately called Carts in Parks, Madison is launching a new program, bringing daily food cart vending to 20 city parks.
That gives vendors opportunities to be in front of people. They need customers. They need lots of foot traffic.
The project is made possible through a $50,000 grant from the National Association of City Transportation Officials to help communities that have been disproportionately affected by COVID. Madison is one of only 10 cities in the country to receive funding, which will be used to waive fees for vendors to sell on city property and guarantee them a break-even minimum.
That's one really exciting way that we can, say we're here to support you. And this is how we're going to do it in your pocketbook.
That's important not only for small businesses hoping to make money, but those hoping to make a difference, like Rick Thomas.
We do a pay what you can model.
He runs Good Shepherd Lutheran Church's Holy Cow food cart, which provides free meals for people in need.
Never expect money from anybody for any food. The idea is to just bring food to people and to bring people together.
That's the backbone of this program, too, food accessibility. Now, things are moving quickly, and Megan says by August, you should see a few carts in more than a dozen local parks every day of the week. Reporting in Madison, 4 News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
Right now, the program is expected to run through mid-October when local parks start shutting down their facilities and bathrooms. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, the Dane County Fair will make its return to the Alliant Energy Center. The fair will run Thursday through Sunday. Kids under 5 can get in free. Tickets for everyone else can be purchased at the gate or ahead of time on the fair's website. You can find more information on this year's events on our website, channel3000.com.
Another severe heat wave out west fueling destructive wildfires tonight. 30 million people are under excessive heat warnings and advisories with record high temperatures in dozens of cities. Fires in Oregon and Northern California are destroying homes, forcing people to evacuate. Now, one of those fires, the Bootleg fire in Southern Oregon, exploded over the weekend.
We are seeing doubling in size of the fire every 24 hours. So basically every amber that falls will start a new fire.
Well, fire crews say there was so much smoke and ash it interfered with power lines in Northern California, causing thousands of people to lose power. Officials say they won't be able to restore those lines until tomorrow at the earliest.
Well, a cloudy start to the work week. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Yeah, it certainly looks a little bit like a Monday outside right now. Over the next few days, we are going to have some off and on rain chances, just a slight chance for us tonight and tomorrow. The better opportunity for those showers really builds in late Wednesday and stays throughout the day on Thursday. We'll be back in the 80s soon, a warming trend through the middle of the week. That'll carry us through the weekend and into next week. And overall humid conditions really building as well. We'll be in the 80s with our dew points likely creeping towards the upper 80s or even into the low 90s. Rain showers today have really stayed along the state line, the Wisconsin-Illinois state line mostly, but we have had a few light showers drift up north into parts of Dane County. Right now, it doesn't look like our radar's picking up anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if some folks are seeing a few drizzle spots, maybe just too light to actually pick up on the radar. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies. Slight chance for maybe an isolated shower or two, mainly east of Dane County for early Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to hold on to that slight chance for an isolated afternoon shower with high temperatures landing in the low 80s for Tuesday. And then that rain chance starts to build in as we look ahead to Wednesday. Wednesday morning will start off mostly dry. It doesn't really build in until the late afternoon and evening. These scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms could bring some brief brief, really heavy rainfall and some stronger wind gusts. This will likely continue Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, and then Thursday, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms definitely possible for us. Overall precipitation totals really adding up, especially along the western edge of the state. So it's an event that's going to bring us a little bit of accumulation for our rain. Good for our drought status right now, but that does have us under a slight risk for severe weather. So a 2 on a scale to 5 for the areas west of Dane County. Because of this, we have added an alert day to the forecast for late Wednesday and Wednesday night. Some of those strong thunderstorms could be severe, bringing very high winds and heavy rainfall at times. Once we look ahead to next week in our 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook, becoming quite likely that our temperatures stay above average, not just for us, but our friends off to the west, where they could really use a break in the heat. 81 the high for tomorrow, a little more humid with a slight chance for a shower thunderstorm tomorrow. The better chance really builds in on Wednesday, and that's when we have our alert day in the forecast, because some of those thunderstorms could become quite strong to severe. Shower and thunderstorms likely for Thursday, a chance on Friday, and then likely going to hit a drier trend. We'll shift to partly sunny skies on Saturday with highs in the mid to low 80s. Looking ahead to next week, we stay with the sunshine and temperatures in the 80s. It is going to be a little more humid though, so when we have highs in the mid 80s and that much humidity building in, likely going to see dew points creeping up close to 90, if not even in the mid to low 90s at times. A few slowdown spots in Dane County. No accidents popping up right now, but the westbound side seeing speeds down to about 20 miles per hour. As far as the interstate's concerned for Rock County right now, north and southbound seem to be moving along fairly smooth. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk City, close to 16 minutes this evening. And downtown to Sun Prairie at about 17 minutes right now. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Drowning is one of the leading causes of death in kids. Coming up at 5, what one mom who nearly lost her son wants you to know about its dangers. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Illinois, home to the iconic Route 66, the Great River Road, and countless road trips to discover. Find yours at enjoyillinois.com.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home, where we're continually inspired to make it our own, where the perfect wall mounting can lift your spirits, and that once hidden path to your door is now illuminated with intrigue to lead you inside. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting is another way to put your personal style on display. Smart, sophisticated, radiant, just like you. We have hundreds of options to make your home and your world shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Drowning is the leading cause of injury-related death in young children, and a new report is looking at the latest research. It recommends new safety measures.
CBS News' Michael George introduces us to a mom who nearly lost her son, and how she's now trying to help other families.
7-year-old Adam Leeson is heading to first grade. His mom says she knows how lucky they are. 2 years ago, he drowned in a friend's pool while she was close by getting her daughter ready to swim.
It was just the worst moment you can imagine. Something you just never think is going to happen to you or to your family.
A friend pulled Adam out and started CPR. He spent 4 days in the hospital and made a full recovery.
Knowing CPR is so important because if we had had to wait for an ambulance to come, if he had gone that long without oxygen.
A new American Academy of Pediatrics report shows 900 children died from drowning and 7,200 were seen in the ER in 2018. Toddler and teen boys are at highest risk, and one study shows more than half of drownings occur between 4 and 6 p.m.
We have people coming and going from work. We have meal preparation. There's just a lot going on during that time frame, and it would be easy for a small child to get into the water unexpectedly.
The report recommends multiple layers of protection for prevention, including close, attentive adult supervision in and around water and four-sided pool fencing with self-close and self-latch gates.
Making sure you're taking as many precautions as you can, getting your child swimming lessons. We talk about having a water watcher, the person who is assigned to watch the children in the pool.
All of Maribeth's children are taking swim lessons, including Adam.
There was a lot of adults around, so I was just thinking he was going to be okay. And then I realized after this happened, I could have done so many things differently. And so that's why I thought, you know what, maybe this is important to share.
She hopes telling her family's story will save lives. Michael George, CBS News.
Adam's mom also wants others to know the signs of drowning because it often doesn't look like a struggle, and it can happen in silence. Stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
If your home's roof is showing its age or has storm damage, here's a great offer. Get a brand new top-of-the-line GAF roof with a 50-year warranty and save now. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. GAF asphalt shingles are the best, and my team has earned Master Elite status with GAF. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
It's time again to roll up your sleeves and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We're your summer lawn and garden experts, offering genuine values on everything you need to make, maintain, and enjoy your ideal yard. Like assorted bags of mulch, 4 for $10. Estate all-natural fertilizer is only $9.99. Extend outdoor power with 50-foot extension cords, just $44.99. And new at Blaine's, this Charbroil 6-burner gas grill is $80 off.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. News 3 Now's call for action gets answers when you can't.
A COVID patient's care jeopardized by insurance denials. After we contacted Aetna, the company reversed course.
News 3 Now's call for action, taking action for you.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
Well, you perhaps saw billionaire Richard Branson travel to space over the weekend, and now you can be next. Well, for a pricey little ticket. Branson's space company Virgin Galactic teaming up with Omaze for a chance to win a seat on one of its first commercial voyages to space. One winner and a guest will get to travel more than 50 miles above Earth and experience zero gravity for a few minutes. Anyone over the age of 18 can enter on omaze.com through August 31st. Each of those seats right now going for about $250,000.
Would you do it?
Even if I had the money, I'd probably spend it on something else.
You wouldn't do it? How about you?
I would totally do it.
She would totally do it.
I would totally
Buy a house
do it.
with that.
Oh, I know, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Oh, wait.
Find a house anywhere. You can't go to space anywhere. Come on. We're expecting...
She's a scientist.
That's what it is. I would just geek out the whole time. A slight chance for showers overnight and for your Tuesday. We do have an alert day in the forecast now for Wednesday, as we'll have some scattered showers and thunderstorms developing in the afternoon and evening. Strong to severe thunderstorms possible late Wednesday into Thursday morning. Temperatures will stay in the 80s through the weekend into next week, and likely going to hit a drier stretch for us for Saturday and Sunday and into the following weekend. And once we see temperatures in the mid-80s, those dew points creeping back up, we'll start talking about heat index readings back closer to 90. So that's warmer weather for you too.
Yeah, we like it. All right, Dana, thank you. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.